Hello everyone, myself Saida Javeria. In this video, we are going to discuss about representing knowledge in an uncertain domain. Starting with the introduction, in an uncertain domain, navigating knowledge requires flexible strategies. We will explore techniques for representing knowledge in uncertain contexts and how to adapt to changing conditions. Embracing uncertainty can lead to innovative solutions and new opportunities. Understanding uncertainty. Uncertainty is an inherent part of complex systems, and it challenges traditional knowledge representation methods. Embracing uncertainty requires a shift towards probabilistic and fuzzy logic approaches. These methods can capture the nuances of uncertainty domains more effectively. The AI cycle, where we have perception, learning, knowledge representation, reasoning, planning, and the execution. Almost all the artificial intelligence systems have the following components. Coming up, we have is knowledge and its types. Knowledge is the understanding of a subject area. Knowledge domain is a well-focused subject area like example medical domain, engineering domain, business domain, etc. Here we have the categories of knowledge, which are structural knowledge, procedural knowledge, meta-knowledge, heuristic knowledge, and declarative knowledge. Where the structural knowledge is relationships between objects and concepts, and the procedural knowledge is rules procedures, meta-knowledge is knowledge about the knowledge, and the heuristic knowledge is rules of thumb, and the declarative knowledge is objects and facts. These are some of the intuitive ways of knowledge representation, which is pictures, graphs and networks, and the numbers. Pictures they provide a high level view of a concept to be obtained. Graphs and networks allow relationship between objects or entities to be incorporated. The numbers is used to represent the integral part of knowledge representation used by humans. For example, here we have shown is using a description in the words Tariq is Mona's father, Aisha is Mona's mother, and Mona is the Tariq and Aisha's daughter. Next up we have is formal knowledge representation techniques. Choosing the proper knowledge representation helps in reasoning. The knowledge is power. The formal knowledge representation techniques include facts, rules, semantic networks, frames, and logics. Facts. It is a basic block of knowledge, the atomic unit of knowledge. It is used to represent declarative knowledge, that is, they declare knowledge about objects. A proposition is the statement of a fact. Each proposition has an associated truth value. It may be either true or false. In AI, to represent a fact, we use a proposition and its associated truth value. Like example, proposition A, it is raining. Proposition B, I have an umbrella. Proposition C, I will go to school. Types of facts: single valued or multi valued facts, uncertain facts, fuzzy facts, and object attribute value triplets. Rules: a knowledge structure that relates some known information to other information that can be concluded or inferred to be true. Components of a rule: a rule consists of two components: antecedent or premise or the if part. The another is consequent or conclusion of the then part. Like example, if the patient experiences a pain in the calf when walking, which disappears gradually in rest, then a stenosis of one of the arteries in the leg, possibility due to atherosclerosis, is conceivable. Compound rules: multiple premises or antecedents may be joined using AND, like conjunctions and or disjunctions. Example, if the systolic pressure exceeds 140 mmHg and the pulse pressure exceeds 50 mmHg, and upon examination a diastolic murmur is perceived or an enlarged heart is observed, then the patient suffers from an aortic regurgitation. Next we have is semantic networks. Semantic networks are graphs with nodes representing objects and arcs representing relationship between objects. The two most common types of relationships are is a inheritance relation and has is a ownership relation. For example, we have aorta is a large artery, which is a artery part of cardiovascular system, and heart is a part of also a part of cardiovascular system. Next is vehicle semantic networks. Ask node vehicle, how do you travel? This node looks at arc and replies road. Ask node Suzuki, how do you travel? This node does not have a link to travel, therefore it asks other node. Link by is a link. Ask node car because of is a relationship, and then ask node vehicle is a relationship. Node vehicle replies road. Inheritance. The specific frame inherits properties from the more general frame. Example of a frame-based decision support system is given. Facets. A slot in a frame can hold more than just a value. It consists of metadata and procedures. The various aspects of a slot are called facets. They are a feature of frames that allows us to put constraints on frames. Like example, if needed facets are called when the data of a particular slot is needed. Similarly, if change facets are called when the value of a slot changes. Logic. Propositional logic and predicate calculus are forms of formal logic for dealing with propositions. Two basic logic representation techniques are propositional logic and predicate calculus. Propositional logic. A proposition is the statement of a fact. We usually assign a symbolic variable to represent a proposition. The example G is equal to the aorta is a large artery. D is equal to the aorta has a diameter equal to 2.5 centimeter. A proposition is a sentence whose truth values may be determined. So each proposition has a truth value. Like example, the proposition a rectangle has four sides is true. The proposition the world is a cube is false. Compound statements which have logical connectives like and or not, if then and if and only if. And is conjunction or is disjunction, not is negation, if then is conditional, if and only if is biconditional. The next step is predicate calculus. Predicate calculus is an extension of propositional logic that allows the structure of facts and sentences to be defined. With predicate logic, we can use expressions like color, ball, comma, blue. Predicate calculus provides a mechanism for proving statements and can be used as a logic system for proving logical theorems. The last we have is quantifiers. It is a universal quantifier which is given, for example, for all of x plus x is equals to 2x. Existential quantifier. For some value of x, person x, conjunction father, which is x comma Ahmed. Conclusion. Navigating the unknown requires adaptive strategies and innovative approaches to knowledge representation. Embracing uncertainty can lead to new opportunities and insights. By leveraging collaborative sense making and advanced visualization techniques, we can thrive in uncertain domains. This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.